Hey guys, Caleb Hanna here at OPST's headquarters. I'm here to talk about the sink tips we have. We have them in 10-foot lengths, and they're all configured in like the T8, T11, and T14. So, you know, in 10-foot lengths, so let's say the T8, they're going to be 80 grains. You know, we have our riffle, our run, and our bucket. You know, the riffle in this series will sink roughly 2 inches per second. Our run in the 80 grain is going to sink about 4 inches per second. And then our bucket, which is the heaviest of them in 80 grain, will sink 6 inches per second. And then we have the T11. It's the same thing, you know, your T11, the 10-foot lengths. They're going to be 110 grain. So these ones, the sink rates are going to be a little different. So this one right here is our riffle here, and it sinks 3 inches per second. So just an inch more than what our 80 grains weighed. The run is going to go. It's going to sink 6 inches per second. So it's going to be more comparable to the bucket of the 80 grain. And then we have the actual bucket that's 9 inches per second. And then the 140 grains, that's their T14. Sink rates would be 3 inches per second for the riffle, 6 inches for the run, and 9 inches for the bucket. These tips work awesome on single hand rods from 9 foot, 10 foot, but they also go all the way up to like 12-foot rods, spey rods. They'll cast fairly decent on longer rods. You might have to change your stroke a little bit, but they will turn over very nicely. They're good for where most people are using mow tips. They are able to get the fly to come up. We can use 7.5 feet of T14 and get the fly down, but with their configurations of staying at 140 grains, they can still bring only 2 feet of sink tip into play, so they can bring their fly up. Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get deeper. We're trying to bring the fly down and still stay the same weight in the tip, so you're not having to change your stroke. So therefore, like in our T14, it weighs 140 from the one that sinks 3 inches per second and the one that sinks 9 inches per second. They weigh exactly the same as your mow tips do, but they're gonna sink differently for you. They're all color coded, the same as our 12-foot tips. The rear end, the rear loop will be color coded, same as the 12-foot tips, so there's no confusion there. These work really, really good for medium, large rivers where the fish tend to hold out, in the middle of the river when the water's low. These tips will get you down quickly. They also work really, really good in small river systems or small systems because you're able to get your fly swinging right away. Other than that, I know I'm going to have these in my arsenal this winter. I suggest you guys try it too. I'm positive you guys will not be disappointed. Thank you.